The lioness, who hadn't mated for 5 years, had completely lost control. After this male lion had intimate communication with her for 24 hours, he finally collapsed. However, before this male lion came to this grassland, this lioness, who had lived alone for 5 years, had repeatedly sent courtship signals to human photographers, even presenting an antelope as a gift, just to obtain an encounter that could dispel her loneliness. What reason made this lioness lower all her defenses and behave so abnormally toward humans? It turned out that in the late 1990s, soldiers and poachers stormed in with hunting rifles. They hunted the creatures on the grassland almost to the brink of extinction. Lions were skinned and deboned, sold for $100 per head, and this lioness was the only survivor of this catastrophe. When the smoke cleared, she looked around the 3,600 square kilometer grassland. She could no longer find traces of other lions, only endless silence accompanied her. And this surviving lioness was affectionately called Lady Liuwa. To survive on this desolate grassland, Liuwa was forced to rewrite the survival laws of lions. Without the cooperation of pride, she figured out hunting techniques on her own. She learned to blend her body with the withered yellow grass and lock onto prey from 150 meters away. Liuwa practiced sprinting at 100 kilometers per hour, launching surprise attacks at the most critical moments. Lion prides usually have only a 30% hunting success rate, but Liuwa's success rate was nearly 100%. Her firm muscles were medals for fighting loneliness and survival. Until 2005, the appearance of South African photographer Herbert completely changed Liuwa's life. And Liuwa was also wary of humans, always maintaining a safe distance of dozens of meters. But over time, she found they had no ill intentions, so Liuwa gradually let down her guard. She not only got used to the film crew's presence, but even began actively approaching the photography vehicle. Sometimes she would chase the car running, sometimes she would lie down and roll beside the car. In the language of lions, this was unreserved trust. One evening, when Herbert returned to camp after filming, he found Liuwa quietly following behind. She didn't approach the tent, just lay down on the grass a few meters away, quietly guarding this human who gave her warmth. After dawn, Herbert walked out of the tent. Liuwa still hadn't left. She even got up and slowly followed behind the human, as if they were friends. Herbert felt Liuwa's inner loneliness, and this loneliness couldn't be resolved by humans, because what Liuwa needed was the warmth of her own kind, a pride of her own. So Herbert united with the African National Parks Organization. They successfully found 2 young male lions. They delivered the male lions to Liuwa Plain. This was the first time in 9 years of living alone that she had seen her own kind. She excitedly ran to the fence beside the male lions, lying down and rolling over to expose her belly again and again, expressing her joy as straightforwardly as a girl in her first love. But no one expected an accident on the 3rd day. The fence was broken. The lions escaped. Herbert anxiously searched everywhere, afraid the male lions would hurt Liuwa, but he saw a heartwarming scene in the depths of the grassland. The 2 male lions lay docilely on the ground. It turned out it wasn't the male lions escaping they had submitted to Liuwa's charm. Lady Liuwa, who had been lonely for 9 years, finally had a pride of her own.